Welcome back to my kitchen. Join me as I make my very first failed but delicious bread. Yeah, you hear me right. It was my first time to make bread right in my house, and I've been craving for bread for the last week or more. And I said, okay, today I'm going to make myself hot golden bread. And I'm going to enjoy it with beans, tea, eggs, name it. Well, I make the bread. Yeah, it's my first time. I know I'm going to do better next time. Probably I just need to get better bread pan. Probably I need to get better bread pan. And probably next time I just have to use my machine, because I just don't know why I end up using my hand, and my hand didn't do the justice. But anyway, let me put you through how I made this almost failed, but delicious golden brown bread. Yeah, I put aside my milk powder, sugar, and a bit of water, and I put in the microwave to heat up for about 45 to 40 seconds. Not hot, but just a little bit warm. And then I'm using the plain flour, and I went with the yeast, a bit of salt, pinch of nutmeg, one piece of egg, and I stirred together. And then I came in with my milk, and I put it in, and I stirred together. And then I transfer it to a clean surface, and I mashed the dough together with the butter. I continued kneading this for about 10 to 15, even almost 20 minutes, because my shoulders start hurting me. I don't know how people do that they have to use their hands. So I said, you know what, I'm going to do it in a local way. Let me use my hand instead of using the machine mixer. I don't want to use the machine mixer. If I know, I should have used the machine mixer rather. But anyway, I just keep using my hand until I get the right texture that I feel that it was okay for me. So I transfer into a bowl, and that bowl has a little bit of oil, vegetable oil in it, and I'm going to cover it, set aside for about 1 hour. So after an hour, I cleaned around the surface. I came back after an hour with my bread, continued kneading the dough again for about 5 minutes, and then I took my bread pan, I oiled the bread pan, and I transferred the dough into the bread pan, and I put in my oven. I put in the oven for about 35 to 40 minutes. It was properly cooked. Not that it's not properly cooked, it was thoroughly cooked. I just don't know why it didn't rise up like bread. I didn't know why it didn't rise up like bread. It just rose up like it was cake. But it was so delicious. I gave it to people in my house. And they were like, Jesus Christ, where did you buy this? It's so yummy, it's nice. And I said, no, I didn't buy it. That this was actually supposed to be bread. I was making bread, so I end up making bread cake or cake bread. It's like all this cake you buy in the supermarket, but it was bread. But it was nice because I used nice ingredients, of course. I wasn't cheap about it, but I just didn't know why it didn't come out as proper agege bread that I was expecting. Like I said, probably the bread pan was a little bit too small, maybe. I would have used maybe big bread pan, maybe I should have used my bread mixer. Maybe that would have done the justice. But anyway, it still come out nice. I still enjoy the bread. It was so nice. It was so yummy. It was so thick in my mouth, soft and fluffy. But I enjoy it with my tea. You can enjoy it with your beans, egg, and all of that. It was nice. The bread was nice, but hey, I failed only because it didn't come out like a proper agege bread look, like that normal bread look. So I'm going to put that on the pan. I'm going to say it's because of the pan. The pan it's not big enough. Next time I'm going to do better. But this is my first time making this bread, so please don't condemn me. Give me a like, comment, and share. Thank you so much for stopping by. at my channel all the time. Thank you for watching my video. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, please. I have a lot of content coming up. I have a lot of food content that I'm going to be posting here very soon. And watch out for my next bread make. So after all of this dough thing, I cover it up for another 25 minutes to rise a bit, and then I end it up with my egg wash. So I end it up with the egg wash before putting it into the oven to bake for 35 minutes, 40 minutes max. But it was so nice. But anyways, yeah, I wasn't disappointed, but I tried. Next time I will do better. Thank you for watching. Bye.